I'll try to be brief. It's hard for me to talk about this, but there's been a national tragedy that has taken place in our midst. I was a young entrepreneur, mega wealthy individual, someone with stock holdings in multiple countries across the globe, someone with wealth so immense, difficult for the human mind to even grasp. Someone whose wealth was not perhaps the kind that you're used to thinking of. It wasn't the dollar or the yen or the pounds. It wasn't even a digital. It wasn't bitcoins. It was something else. It was a pretty elaborate portfolio of simply Torah, mitzvahs, chasadim teva. And that's why it's a national tragedy. Because had it just been physical currency, I don't think the world would necessarily be feeling turmoil. I mean, as nice as perhaps Gates, Buffett, or Zuckerberg may be, they wouldn't trigger such an upheaval with their demise, simply because that would be a personal tragedy. Not one in large scale, but this is, and I'll tell you why. He was a man in our generation. I had the zechus of being somewhat close from time to time with him. He's a man that only had happiness in his life, even when he went through suffering that you would never wish on your worst enemy. He was a man that hummed on his way into the hospital as I was bringing him in. I just remember him just humming to himself nice, pleasant songs. He was a man that kept all of his stock. In one single company. It trades, perhaps you'd say the ticker symbol would be G0D. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. And that was it. He never got angry. How many people can you say that about? I've never seen him angry. People I've interviewed never saw him angry. And in fact, his wife said she never saw him angry. Everything he did was singularly for the boss of this company. That's all he did. Everything in his mind was, what would HaShem want me to do? That was it. Simple words. Simply, what would HaShem want me to do in this situation? And he accepted everything, even torture, upon himself. Only worrying about others, even in his last moments, with his last breath. Now, it's a powerful thing that has taken place, something that we need to learn from. But perhaps we could piece a little bit. It's difficult to understand the ways of HaShem, especially when tragedy hits. However, at the same time, we know that Shlomo HaMelech, the smartest man ever to exist, explained with a mashal of HaShem going into a gan, into a gina. Doidi yored leganoi lilkoit b'Shanan. Hashem went down to choose a rose from amongst the garden. And Chazal explain it's referring to this world. Hashem comes down from time to time to select that one perfect specimen, one beautiful rose, be able to bring up the Shemaim, be able to show Malachim. Why? I'll tell you. Before the world was created, HaShem Kaviyachol asked the Malachim, you think it's a good idea? Should we go ahead with this plans, creating man? And every single one of the Malachim said, no way. The Malach of peace, Shalom, told HaShem, a person, a man, you could see he's only going to be full of fighting, full of himself, not looking out for others. It's the opposite of peace. Hashem asked Emes, he said, truth, not a good idea, not a good investment. Don't go ahead with the plan, don't go ahead with the deal. Man is too dangerous, too risky. You're giving him strings, capabilities, where he's connected to Ilamos, to worlds, where if he does something correct, he could create and create magnificent things, but at the same time, he has the ability to destroy, even with slight wrongdoings. It's too dangerous, it's too risky, don't do it. And every single malach. And Hashem said, you know what? I'm in many ways going to do it. I'm going to create man. And he invested in us. However, from time to time, there's kitrugim and shemaim. You have these malachim that say, you see what we were talking about? What's going on? See what this world looks like today? We're in a dar hamabel. I mean, I think of New York City, sometimes I think of Sodom with its five boroughs. And it's unbelievable. The Malachim always could just point at everything that's going on and saying, why would you do it? So Hashem goes down, he goes down and he chooses a rose. He's prime, select rose. And he brings it up. He says, this is why. Because it's possible to be this. It's possible to have perfection, even in such a generation. Naftoli Soloff. Unfortunate for those that didn't have the chance to meet him. But I'll tell you just a moment about him. Someone that was soft-spoken, someone that was always happy, someone whose face shined. You met him, you liked him. He was a man that was loved above and loved below, heaven and earth. He had a Chaim, he had a passion for doing the right thing, and he was selfless. And that's why it's a national tragedy. Lakol zman va'es. Shlomo Melech says everything has a set time. Sometimes there's a time to feel loss. It's not fun, but it is a part of life. All I could daven for is just that. He's wonderful, beautiful. Each one is a gem. All of his 9 children. And his wife. Just have the strength, koyach, to keep going. Carrying on a legacy that was created by close to mere perfection. Hashem will one day take away all tears from man. And on that day, everyone will call out, Hashem is one.